Every little thing I do is mad different. Got my little cousin playing badminton. Gave my little bro a quick 50 piece. He got the whole hitting. I've been stacking up all these assets. Keep me conducting any bad business. Like, whoa, hey, I keep that drip on me. I'm big homie. Hey, I can't ever slip homie. My mama might flip on me. Like, whoa, hey, drop top coupe in the summer. I rest my case like, hey, I'ma live life to the fullest with every single breath I take. Like, let me tell you something real quick. Hey, who you told every time that you touch my wrist, I'm the greatest. Can't play with this. My pull up in them Chevys and Beamers. We all young and rich, you can't check my demeanor. I just bought a Birkin for my Aunt Regina. I've been getting money since I was a senior, but last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single show. Should I tune my up at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl? On my life moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the perks you get from being super dope. I be feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. Asking why I dropped the YBN, I had no other choices. We ain't own it. And all that janky, I'm not condoning it. With a couple, I got a bone to pick. I'm on some movement, y'all on some moment. But I'll be here forever, y'all can go and quit. We had bad, then a new Bentley. Just re-up from that new stimmy. My brother counting them blue Benjis. Only feel good with my crew with me. Like, whoa, they tried to question my kid.
You've been getting legend for years. I know you've made some friends along the way. Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I want to shout out my guy Dakota, my guy Sean RKL, my guy ISO Ninja, and there's one more person I'm forgetting.
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, players come and go, but legends, you know.
Yeah, legends never die, right?
Legends never die. All right.
It's time to meet the starting five for your Chicago Bulls. At forward, 6'8", number 9, Patrick Williams. A 6'4" guard, number 12, Hayo Dosunmu. A 6'10" center, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. At guard, 6'6", number 8, Zach LaVine. Starting at small forward, at 6'6", number 11, DeMar DeRozan. The head coach of your Chicago Bulls is Billy Donovan. One more time for your Chicago Bulls.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The big men on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. Terry Rozier is out there with Oubre, and it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, LaVine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Dosunmu in at the point guard.
All I'm going to say is a few years ago, I would not expect this Bulls team to be in this position right now. They weren't dominating, but look at what they're doing now. It's a whole new era.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Here's LaVine. Drains it from 17 feet out. LaVine's got the opening field goal of the game for Chicago.
Smart hoop by LaVine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot all day.
The Chicago team, Richard, has managed to turn things around after a string of 4 losing seasons.
And that's why you never count a team out. A few smart trades, some good draft pickups, that's all it takes for you to ascend the rankings and become a top team in this league.
And the right coach. Clearly, Billy was the right coach for this team.
Oh, yeah, and that too. Definitely a good coach.
And here's DeRozan after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Hayward with some nice D. Oubre against DeRozan. Oubre can't get it to go. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Vucevic finds Levine. They get a hand on it. Drops in the layup for 2.
Agile play by Levine, finding his way around the contact to get a shot.
Now here's Rozier. Defense right on him. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Oubre against Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside. What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
Vucevic, shooting 1.
You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
Now, here's Oubre. His last outing, 16 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. Again, the Hornets score. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Levine playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Plumlee with the rebound.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Chicago trailing here. Outside DeRozan. On the wing, Levine. Rozier defending. And then Levine with the jam.
Oh, Zach Levine, he's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another?
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Washington inside. He's against Williams. And that one is good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. This is their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's Oubre. Rozier kicks to Oubre. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Oubre has got 5 points so far. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit. And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. Now here's White. Green, the pass to Bradley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
First one falls for him.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
And so Bradley nails both of them. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons and bring even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And White Jensen, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And Drummond throws it down.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And so here's Charlotte, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, and if you like comebacks, then it was a great one to watch. But they were, unfortunately, on the losing end, and they were never able to recover after that horrible third quarter.
Greg, last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Shooting 2. First free throw is good.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
So he gets them both.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
And it's Drummond missing. Charlotte in the lead. Martin kicks to Smith. The pass to McDaniels. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Green with the block. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Outside, White. Outside, Green. Shoots over McDaniel. Green, no luck. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Green. Smith, the pass to Martin. 6 to shoot. Now, here's McDaniels. Guarded by Green. They grab their own miss. Pass to Richards. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court for the Hornets, the forwards are Hayward and Washington. Oubre out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Washington missing. Chicago trailing.
And for years, it has seemed like Nikola Vucevic has been so underrated. Multi-time All-Star. This is a big man that really does it all.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And Richard, it seems as though it's easy to take Vucevic for granted.
Yeah, and it's so strange. He consistently puts up great numbers and plays his role to perfection. A big guy that any team would love to have, especially when you consider how efficient he is.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Hayward outside. Back to Rozier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Charlotte, Mason Plumlee. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2. That free throw missing. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Now here's DeRozan. His last outing with 20 points. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Beating good defense, DeRozan scores even when it's not easy.
Oubre outside. Pass to Hayward. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. DeRozan finds Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Takes it from 10. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Alex Caruso is checked in for Williams.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Alex
Hornets trail by 3. Rozier the pass to Oubre. And here's Hayward. To the paint. And Hayward with the stuff.
And using his underrated athleticism, Hayward is no stranger to throwing it down.
Levine, that's good. Levine's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's Rozier. Washington passes to Rozier. The layup missed. So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against Brooklyn. And there it is for them. And now a 5-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Washington. To the middle. Here's Oubre. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Oubre's got 7.
crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bradley's checked in, and then for Charlotte, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Washington, and Martin subbed in for Oubre. DeRozan passes to Vucevic. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vuce in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
For three, Hayward. And Vucevic pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Caruso. Up again, and it's Bradley on the follow. Bradley's got 4 this quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to McDaniels. Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Caruso, the pass to Dosunmu. Outside DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
He's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk team in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Javonte Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Kobe White, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dragic in for Dosunmu. Charlotte also making some changes. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dennis Smith in for Rozier. Now here's Drummond. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Now the pass to Green. Stolen by McDaniels. Smith outside. Now here's McDaniels. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Bradley. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-5 run. Got a piece of it. Pass to Drummond. Inside. There's the double team with Martin. Here's Bradley. Williams with the block. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Martin against White. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's White. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And the Bulls lead by 8.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Please give a big round of applause.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up. My man say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. I mean, Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Please give a big round of applause.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zach LaVine. He's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. 8-point game. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The wings set for him, LaVine and DeRozan. Bradley is out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And here's LaVine after Terry Rozier hitting the 3. With some arc, Hayward can hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Now, here's Washington. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on DeRozan. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next chapter?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. And he makes the first.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Bradley. Hayward hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
On its way from DeRozan for 2. The Hornets pull it in.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Back to Oubre. Top of the key. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight.
It really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Now, here's Vucevic. Plumlee with the steal. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Great D that time from Vucevic. Chicago leading by 3. DeRozan for 3. DeRozan on the wing. He dishes it to Vucevic. Shoots over Washington. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 10 points in the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard. And even though he didn't see a ton of time on the floor in his 1 year in college, nobody doubted Patrick Williams and his upside.
Now here's Plumlee. 6 to shoot. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Using good court recognition there. Rozier able to make the right play out of that pick and roll.
And it didn't take long for Williams to live up to his potential. Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Okay, I see you. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. You know we have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Rozier finds Oubre. And another 3 for Charlotte.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's LaVine in Chicago with another bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Hornets trail by 4. It's stolen by Vucevic. Williams up on top. It is now to DeRozan. Passes it to LaVine. Washington against DeRozan. What a slam! What a slam!
From Zach LaVine.
Okay, Mr. DeRozan. DeMar still got some bounce left.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Javonte Green comes in for Patrick Williams. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Dosunmu. Williams against Green. Williams kicks to McDaniels. Clock at 4. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Martin from outside. He doesn't hit that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And LaVine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year he cut back on the turnovers. And boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
McDaniels passes to Smith. 1:30 left in the third. Richards. They get it back. Back to Smith. Tries yet again. Connects the jumper drop.
And loving how Smith Jr. just stays composed in those pressure situations. Doesn't allow the low shot clock to overwhelm him.
Green. And that comes off the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Hornets. Trailing here by 8. McDaniels finds Smith. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Smith isn't afraid of getting hit on the way up. Constantly getting into the guts of the D and forcing the issue.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw drops for Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Smith hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Chicago leading by 6. Here's Levine. The rebound by Richards.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, he'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Bulls, Zach LaVine taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine.
Players with this type of athleticism at Zach LaVine, historically, they keep people watching on TV and they keep people in the crowd. Why? Because you never know what you're going to see from them.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the load. It's not just one-on-one defense. It's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. You think his team is listening.
Well, you know, you also have to credit the other team. And I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Hornets. The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. Terry Rozier is out there with Oubre, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Hayward kicks to Rozier. Pass to Plumlee. In the corner, it's Oubre. Vucevic with the block. And they're able to recover. The shot's good from Plumlee. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Levine deciding where to go with it. And Bradley gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 6. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Bulls? Rozier, the pass to Hayward. Back to Rozier. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Throws and dishes to Levine. Knocks it loose. Rozier with the steal. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Bradley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
PJ Washington.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
At the line for Chicago, Tony Bradley. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Bradley. And so Bradley nails both of them. Hornets trail by 6. Down low. And then Washington with the dunk.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Here's Vucevic. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Poked loose. Oubre outside. The pass to Rozier. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
It's a lack of focus. That's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless. But rules are rules.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And DeRozan kicks to Levine. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Over in the corner, Rozier buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Chicago calls timeout. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Tipped away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
So it's the Hornets now. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closely. Poked away. Lock at 6. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And it's Levine that time on the assist from DeRozan. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half. Rozier looking around. It's deflected. Here's Dosunmu. Dishes it to Levine. Here's Vucevic. And that one, good. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
2:51 left in the fourth quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Levine. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Williams. Shoots over Washington. Here's Levine. Hornets with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hayward on the wing. To the inside. Washington inside. Vucevic on him. Levine with it. Picked up by Rozier. Left side Williams. Passes it to Dosunmu. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Count that bucket. And the Bulls lead by 8.
A load inside. Vooch knows how to use that size to get where he wants.
Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Plumlee trying to break loose. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Shooting for Charlotte, Terry Rozier III. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And both free throws good for Rozier.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Williams. Out to DeRozan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that's an intentional foul.
Kelly Oubre Jr. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Terry Rozier III. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 8. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Terry Rozier.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
Here's the pass to Rozier. There's the drive. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
He's a competitor. Even amongst the trees, Rozier has such confidence in his ability to finish.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For the Bulls, Zach LaVine.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the paint, Richards. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A premium talent in this league. DeRozan about as valuable as they come.
Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Dosunmu. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
At the line for one.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition with the hometown advantage, and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step of becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on the team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you later.